Today we are going to create a shopping flow to help you organize your customers' order. So let's start. Now to start again, locate automation and then choose if you want to create a new flow or if you're going to edit an existing flow. So I added the keyword here already. So I'm just going to use this one and click on the new flow button. So the first thing that we're going to add is a conversation block that will contain the starting message of this flow. So first I will edit this one. Here you will see that I entered the welcome to our shop, and also for example your bot is busy sending out message orders, so I include this type of message and also no input, so they will be redirected to the next block automatically. Right, so next we're going to add another conversation block. Right, and just put it next to the first one. And here you might want to invite them to browse your product. So I also added a view cart option. And here I will connect it with the block on the same flow. So I pre-created a flow that will contain the orders and I will show it later. So here you will see that I added already the block with the title cart. And next, you could first check out this card options that contains the promo. So add as many collections as you want. So just like this, as well as the description and the button, show more button. So they will be redirected to the next block and just save. This time I will show you the cart message. So I put it here. So like this, just enter the attribute that you will use for the shopping flow. So you will see the quantity as well as the total amount and save. Now back to the shopping message, just connect the blocks. And then we're going to add two new conversation blocks that will correspond to the cards that you had included. Then I'll place each block on either side of the previous block and edit. Alright, so now here we have two new product blocks. So first, this is what we will call the pink collection. So here you will see that I added the cards for easier browsing of the product. And then add the cart button. So I also added two actions here, as you can see. So I will show you. So here, you will see that I set two new attributes that you will want to use. So for example, here the product code is the name of the product itself, and also you will see the product price. So just the same with the description that I had included, right? So I edited the actions for all the cards, alright? So you have to put it, and next is this next product or the product 2 or the block collection. So it's basically the same content as well as the action. So be sure to set the attribute so you will have it recorded in your audience section, right? So save changes and then connect each block. Just like this. And next we will add another conversation block where we would connect all the products. So first I will add it. So this will be the part where you ask them how many products they would want to buy. So just include A or SB, then the product code attribute, and also I added quick replies here for the number, so they just have to choose among these options. And I also set the actions here, as you can see, for the attribute to product quantity plus the value is your SB. So I'll just click on save changes. And then next is we have to connect all of this cards or products to this block. So just like this, and also the product 2 block, right? Okay, so just like this. Next is we're going to add a JSON APA block to monitor the orders. So put it here and edit. Here you will see that I just added the post that is necessary for the shopping flow, then the attributes we've been using, so the product, price, and quantity, right? So just the basic attributes that we have been using since the first message, right? Now we are going to add another conversation block. So for this is for the shopping cart confirmation. So put it next to the first one. And here you will see the breakdown of their order. So just use the attributes again. So here are the codes. And also you can give them the options versus the checkout order, delete your cart, or choose more products, right? And save changes. So now we will first continue with the first option. So we are going to add a conversation block. So this is for the confirm order option. So let's continue with this flow first before we proceed with the other options that we had included. So the first branch and edit this one. So here you will see that I had edited the attribute that I had used in the order form and then give them the option to confirm or modify their delivery details and save changes. Right, so here for the second option, which is to modify, we will reconnect it with the same block to repeat the actions. And then we will add a conditional jump for the first branch. So place it next to the previous block here and just add it. So here you will see that I add the shop cart option plus the is not value. So this will determine the validity of the shopping cart if it is unique to the user itself, so order can be saved accordingly. Then connect it to the previous block again. Right. So now we're going to add another conversation block and connect the first branch. So here before editing, please click on the API integration option. So just like this. And now here you will see that I edited the post necessary for the shopping cart option. So the details will be recorded and then a message containing their order details, the product, the quantity, and the amount attribute here, and also a short thank you message plus the no input user input type. So this time we're going to add a conversation block for the default branch of the conditional jump. So here you just have to ask them to continue with their shopping because they haven't selected any products yet. Add an OK button so they can be redirected to the shopping block and click on Save Changes. Right, so for them to continue shopping, we have to also connect this block in the first browse product block we had set earlier. So this one, the start shopping block, right? So they can repeat the same process and select their product. So next we're going to edit this delete your cart option. So add a conversation and edit. So here, give them the prompt message if they really want to delete their cart and give them an option to confirm it or not if ever they would change their mind. So save changes. And then connect the second branch to the block that we had edited. So drag this a little here. And next to record the deletion, we are going to add a conversation block here. So just drag it next to the ones we have created. And click on the API integration button again. Alright, so here you just have to copy the link for the delete shopping cart option and just simply place it here. So after that, you will add a message confirming the successful deletion of their cart. So just use the attributes again and no input reply. And save changes. And then connect the blocks again as usual. And I'm just going to drag this here a little to make it more organized. So just like this. So lastly, for the branch, which is the view more products option, we're going to connect it again with the start shopping block, right? So as you can see, I already connected it. And now we're going to test it on Messenger. Now I will just transfer it to my Messenger account. So I am already receiving the first flow of messages. So this is the first and the second block. So it's asking me to browse their products. So as you can see, the view cart option as well as the cards and also these two collections right here. Right, so for example, let's select this one, so show more. And we're going to wait for the next message. Right. So here you will see all the products in that collection as well as the price. So again, you can add more description here if you want. So for example, let's select this one. I want this to add on my cart. And right, so it's asking for the quantity. For example, let's select 2. Alright, and here you will see my breakdown of my order. So the leather backpack, $17 plus the total amount and the quantity. So I will check out the order since it's correct. And next is they will be directed to the delivery form. So I will just edit this one, right? Just like this. And then I'll just click on submit. So this is my confirmation message. So it's correct. The details are all correct. So yes, it's correct. And so this is the confirmation of my order. Now we are back here on the flow that we had created. So that is how you use the shopping flow. So you can personalize it depending on your products that you want to offer. So I hope this will help you with your page. So if you have any more other questions, check out the other videos and see ya!